Hey guys, welcome back. The Apple Vision Pro already comes with a front lens protector. It's a really nice soft case. It almost looks like something your grandma would make. So the purpose of that is to protect the very delicate front glass here. And what I have today is an accessory that you can buy to protect this front lens area. So we're going to open it up and see if it's worth it. So this is the front lens protector. It's made of a flexible material, and it's basically like a soft case for your Apple Vision Pro. So if you're familiar with the soft cases for the iPhones, it's the exact same thing, but for the Apple Vision Pro. But one reason why people would want to buy something like this is so that there is constant protection on the front glass, even when you're using it. So the first thing you always want to do when you're putting on one of these cases is you want to clean off the surface. So I'm just using the official Apple Vision Pro cloth here to get any kind of finger marks off. And then if you look online, there's two different versions of these front lens protectors. There's one that doesn't have these cutouts for all the different sensors, and in this case, this one does. So that's how it looks with the front lens protector on. You can see here that the cutouts are pretty good. They're not perfect. For example, this power button cutout area, it's not centered. But this product was developed before the Apple Vision Pro was even released. So most of the cutouts are in the right places. And you can see those tiny little dots a lot better with a black background to them. Well, one other item I forgot to test was whether this front lens cover will still fit over the soft case on the front lens. So you can see here, it does still fit, but it stretches the top out a little bit. But it still fits if you wanted to double the protection. But if you're buying this for your front lens, there's no need to use a second one. This should provide pretty good protection against most, I guess, anything that hits against it, at least for the areas that are covered. Do keep in mind that the areas where the sensors are not covered by this protective case. Now, one thing I did notice was that with this lens cover on there, it's hard to make out what's on the display. So I don't know if you can see it, but my Apple Vision Pro is actually running an update right now, and there's an Apple logo on the screen, but you can barely make it out with this front lens cover on there. This is probably just because it's during the daytime and there's a lot of light and glare in this room. I'm sure at nighttime it's more visible, or at different angles you can make it out. So not really a big deal, but just something to be aware of. Now, I read some reviews on these types of front lens covers, and one of the reviews mentioned that there's this matrix effect. There's kind of a bunch of tiny little dots. So some of the reviews online mentioned that this product is not good because these tiny little dots that you can see here can cause glare when you're using the Apple Vision Pro. So we're going to test it out to see if those claims are really true. Alright guys, so I have the Apple Vision Pro on now with the front lens cover on. So I'm just looking around the room to see if there's any issues with seeing any artifacts or any kind of glare that would be really disruptive to the user experience. I'm not seeing anything obvious. There is kind of like a smudge appearance on my upper left part of my sight area. I don't know if that's just a smudge mark on the monitor or not, so I'll double check on that. Let's take a look through some apps. So we'll open the TV app. So the image still looks pretty clean. I don't see any obstructions from the front lens cover. Some of the reviews I read were saying that those tiny little dots could cause like a glare effect, but I'm not seeing that at the moment. So something else I wanted to test was whether the window movement, the buttons, everything seems to be working just normal, as if the front lens cover wasn't on there. So I think the main complaint that I've seen people make is about a glare effect, but I'm not seeing that when I'm using it during the daytime. So if you guys decide to buy this, definitely try it out during nighttime as well. Alright, so I just finished doing a quick demo with this front lens cover on, and I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there is a kind of like a smear mark on the cover itself. So that could be what I was seeing when I was looking at the footage through the Apple Vision Pro. So I'll probably clean that off and then give it a try again, but So far, the image looks just as clear as if this wasn't on the device itself. So if you guys are looking for a different way to protect the front lens cover, other than the one that comes with the Apple Vision Pro, then you can check this product out as well. And then again, try it out in daytime and nighttime settings to make sure that it doesn't cause any obstructions. But so far, I really like it. There are a lot of different manufacturers of this type of lens cover. Most of them are based in China, of course, and most of them look exactly the same. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments.